Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Doucette here. As you can see, I am creating this video from home and I'm actually on my kitchen floor. So you probably see my knees and you might also see the top of my head. So please bear with me. Today we are learning about repeated addition, okay? We've already learned about how to add single or double digit numbers together, but sometimes we need to add groups of numbers together. Let me give you an example to show you when we might need to add groups of numbers together. All right, my family has 3 bikes. Okay, so 3 bikes. And I need to figure out how many total tires. How many total tires are there? Because I think that they need to be replaced. So I need to figure out how many tires I have in total on my 3 bikes. Okay, so now you might laugh at my drawing of the bikes here, but here's one bike and here's a seat. Okay, there's one bike. Two bikes, and this is the seat, in case you were wondering what that was, and the handlebars. Okay, there are my 3 bikes. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3 bikes. Now, I need to know how many tires there are. Now, there might be 3 bikes, but there aren't just 3 tires. Each bike has 1, 2 tires, okay? This is where we talk about groups, okay? Each group or each bike has 2 tires, okay? So we can show that as one group of 2. Here's another bike, which would be another group of 2. And bike 3 would be yet another group of 2, okay? So I have 1, 2, 3 groups of 2 tires, okay? Now, to figure out how many tires I have in total, you've probably guessed what I have to do. I have to add this group plus this group plus this group, or 2 plus 2 plus 2, okay? So I'm going to add my plus signs here, and then over here it would be my equal sign. Now this looks like a normal number sentence. Perfect, okay? And we can solve this simply by adding 2 plus 2 equals 4 plus 2 equals 6. We could also solve this by skip counting. 2, 4, 6, okay? We could also solve it by using a number line. You skip 2 each time 3 times to get to 6, okay? We can use any number of our addition strategies that we've practiced to solve this, okay? But I also want you to look at this in a different way, okay? We can look at this, instead of 2 plus 2 plus 2, we could also look at it as 3 groups of 2, okay? 3 groups of 2 also equals 6 because I have 1, 2, 3 groups of 2 tires in each group, okay? There's one more way that we can show this, but I'm going to show you one more example before I show you our new symbol. Some of you might already know this new symbol, some of you might not. Okay, another example is I'm going to show you using these pom-poms that are my daughter's. Okay, so I have 4 groups. okay? And I have 4, sorry, counted wrong. I have 3 pom-poms in each group, okay? Here are my groups. I have 3 pom-poms in each group, okay? This is just a different way to show you. One was with pictures in a real life example. This one is with things we can actually move, okay? So the way I would show this if I wanted to add all these numbers together is this group has 3, this group has 1, 2, 3, this group has 1, 2, 3, and this group has 1, 2, 3, okay? And again, we can count our groups 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now, if we're showing this in repeated addition, we would say 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, okay? And again, you can solve this using any number of addition strategies that we've practiced in the past. For example, because I can move these, I can actually count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? I can skip count by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, okay? I can use a number line, or if you don't have a number line at home, you could use a ruler which has a number line on it, and you could skip count by 3s on your number line. You can also use a hundreds chart if you have one of those at home, okay? And start at 0 and then skip count by 3 4 times because you have 4 groups of 3, okay? And we found out that 4 groups of 3 equals 12, okay? And again, we could write this as 4 groups of 3, okay? And that equals 12, okay? Hopefully you're all seeing how repeated addition can be shown in a different way. Now, here is the best part of this, okay? You can make this even easier for yourself because what if you had, let's say, 10 groups and you had 5 things in each group? That would mean you'd have to skip count by 5 10 times, or you'd have to add 5 10 times, okay? That would take a really long time, and there is a simpler way to do that, okay? And it's using a different and new mathematical symbol. Some of you may already know what it is, okay? So I'm just gonna move these so that I can actually shift this up here, okay? So instead of 4 groups of 3, I can actually write 4, I'll keep you waiting as long as possible here. 4 groups of 3 equals 12. The symbol that means groups of is this symbol here, okay? It is the multiplication symbol, okay? When you multiply, you are actually adding. It is just a simpler way of adding, okay? And this X, this multiplication symbol, actually means the words groups of. So when you see this multiplication sentence, it actually means 4 groups of 3, okay? It actually means 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That's what you're doing, okay? You are making 4 groups and you have 3 things inside each group and you're adding those together. But instead of writing out 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, you are writing 4 times 3 or 4 groups of 3, okay? And as you can see, for each way we write this, we get the same answer, okay? this is our new mathematical symbol, and it is very, very helpful. In grade 2, all you need to know is how to make equal groups, add them together as repeated addition, and then how you can show that as a multiplication sentence, okay? But it's really, really important that we understand what multiplication is. And if we look back at our examples here, you can see we have real life examples of when we would use this, all right? When you need to figure out how many bike tires there are. Maybe it's not just 3 bikes you're looking for, maybe it's 7 bikes, okay? 7 groups of 2. It'd be much harder to count by 2 7 times. It's a lot easier to say 7 groups of 2 or 7 times 2, okay? And I'll write this multiplication sentence for you. I forgot to leave room here, but I will fit it in by writing 3 times 2. Okay, and 3 times 2 is the same as saying 3 groups of 2, okay, or 1, 2, 3 groups of 2. I really hope that this helped you understand the concept of repeated addition. If you have any questions, please let me know. I highly recommend you using things that help you visualize the groups, okay? And remember, the most important part about multiplication and about repeated addition is that each group is equal, okay? There's an equal number in each group. You would not have 3 in this group, 4 in this group, 2, and maybe 7 in this group. They all have to have the exact same number, okay? That's very, very important, okay? You could also say 3 equal groups of 2 or 4 equal groups of 3, okay? Again, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope that you found this helpful. Bye.